care about that guy? No, I'm just going.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Backyard Musings, broadcasting live from Apple Valley. I'm Steve.
I'm Scott. Show must go on.
We were just going to chit-chat. Scott was about to chit-chat. It's cold over here, man.
It is cold.
I think we got the back end of Santa Ana winds.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something, man. It's like this wind is blowing and it's cold. Dang.
It's blowing the right direction today, so we're getting onshore flow now. So, and there's coverage, low clouds over the valley, so maybe that's helping with the fire. We hope so. Yeah. We hope so.
Talofa, everyone. As you can guess, we're talking about Tonga today. Volcanoes are not confined to land. Many exist beneath the ocean. In January 2022, the undersea volcano Hunga Tonga-Hunga Ha'apai erupted spectacularly. Did you like that?
I did.
It just came right out.
Just rattled right off.
Becoming one of the most powerful volcanic events of the century. It sent a plume 50 kilometers high, impacting global weather and marine ecosystems. This eruption was preceded by seismic activities detected 15 minutes before any visible signs, a groundbreaking discovery that could transform our understanding of volcanic prediction. Would you like to know more?
So a recent study revealed that seismic waves were detected 15 minutes before the eruption began, even before any visible surface activity. These waves, recorded by a seismic station 750 kilometers away, represent the first documented precursor signal of this kind. Undersea volcanoes are openings in the Earth's crust beneath the ocean, where magma escapes from the mantle, leading to eruptions. Surprisingly common, can confirm the Earth's volcanic activity, particularly along mid-ocean ridges and subduction zones. These undersea eruptions play a critical role in creating new seafloor through the process of seafloor spreading as molten magma cools and hardens into basaltic crust.
And I'm going to add that people like to say, what's that?
Basaltic.
Well, basalt. Yeah, basaltic crust. So people like to say that, what's that mountain they say is the highest that people climb up in the Himalayas?
You mean K2 or
no, not K2 one. Whittier?
No, it's the one where the guys.
Yeah.
I'll think it.
Okay, so that's not the tallest mountain. The tallest mountain is Mauna Kea, measured from its base to the top. Mauna Kea starts at the seafloor, and it goes all the way up, and it's much higher than that other mount, whatever.
Okay, but when you're measuring a mountain, don't they always figure sea level anyway? They don't go from like the base of the mountain unless
you got to go from the base of the mountain.
Why?
That's the height of the mountain.
Well, yeah, but that's not.
That's
right.
like saying
there's no sea.
I'm as tall as from my belly button up to the top of my head.
Well, wait a minute. So we have Mount Whitney here, in Central California.
Okay,
and it's the tallest mountain in the continental United States. They don't they measure that from sea level to the
Why?
peak.
I'm saying that's wrong. You got to measure from the base, man, from your tippy toes, the crust of your feet.
We're agreeing to disagree. 3 days into our second.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Undersea volcanoes are openings in the Earth's crust beneath the ocean where magma escapes from the mantle, leading to eruptions. Surprisingly common, they account for most of Earth's volcanic activity, particularly along mid-ocean ridges and subduction zones. Just imagine you're on a little sailboat, right? You're trucking along, maybe from island to island, right? Or just with your family, and then boom! The ocean, no warning. The ocean just erupts. You're like, what?
Yeah.
That's crazy. These undersea eruptions play a critical role in creating new seafloor through the process of seafloor spreading. Okay, I think we talked about that. Through the process. All right.
Okay.
The Hunga Tonga-Hunga Ha'apai volcano is an undersea volcano located in South Pacific. It became well known after its massive eruption in January 2022. The eruption was one of the most powerful volcanic events of the 21st century, triggering tsunamis that affected coastlines as far away as Japan and the Americas. The explosion released a plume of ash gas and water vapor reaching 50 kilometers, which is way up there into the atmosphere, making it the highest plume ever recorded, all from under the ocean, I might add. It impacted impacted global weather patterns and temporarily increased water vapor in the stratosphere. Okay.
The eruption of January 2022 formed a caldera on Hunga Tonga-Hunga Ha'apai. There were disturbances that were recorded by many surface stations and satellites in orbit. The data, which had been captured, revealed that the eruptions began just after, 0400?
Yeah, 4 a.m. UTC.
4 a.m. UTC. What is UTC?
That's the universal clock that
timeline.
From timeline.
Okay.
I think it's in London, Greenwich Mean. Yeah.
And that was just on January 15th, so just a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah.
There were a number of reports of seismic waves from around 15 minutes before the onset of the eruption. In a paper published recently by lead author Takura Horiuchi and a team from the University of Tokyo, they explore the wave detection and mechanics of the eruption.
Again, Japanese on the cutting edge.
They're right there, and they've had their issues, right? Tsunamis, earthquakes. They got those power plants there, those nuclear power plants, which are great, but they had that issue that one time.
Fukushima.
And so they're on top of this stuff,
Yeah.
We should be taking note of that and taking lessons from those.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't react to a disaster.
Yeah. Learn from
Get
it.
ahead of it.
Learn from it.
Yeah.
The team aims to confirm that the event actually occurred just before the 0400 published timestamp. If they can confirm this, it will help understand the processes that led to the violent eruption. At the time of the eruption, no seismic stations had been working on the Tonga, but data had been recorded as far away as Fiji and Futuna, both of which are around 750 kilometers away from the volcano.
Okay. So the study concluded that the waves that had been detected were Raleigh waves, a type of seismic waves that are a combination of compression, longitudinal, and shearing vertical movements.
Wow.
That's because normally you just get one type of movement.
Right. This is up and over.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So the wave started around 3:45 on January 15th, 15 minutes before the onset of the eruption. Ooh, that would be kind of spooky. If you were there, if you were near that, like you were talking about, no, that's crazy.
Animals and birds start flapping and, going crazy.
This is the first time significant seismic activity has been seen before the eruption event. It demonstrates that seismic stations hundreds of kilometers away can be positively used to detect signals as precursors to eruptions.
Yeah.
We like that.
Yeah. I mean, that could save lives. Imagine if that happened. We had
15 minutes is a long time for a warning.
Rainier. Right? Yeah.
Or what's the one?
Could have saved some lives.
St. Helens.
St. Helens, yeah.
That
save some lives.
That would, 15 minutes is not a long time, but it's a longer time that you find out when the earth starts shaking and your walls start crumbling. So.
It might be enough time just to survive,
Yeah. And we have that here.
And there's been
a fair share of rumblers here.
There's been rumblings that, no pun intended, that Yellowstone is starting to come awake. It's starting to, have some activity.
We have a lot of seismic activity here in Central and Southern California. Mammoth Mountain, very popular ski resort. That is an active volcano. Just happens to be dormant right now.
Yeah.
There's other. We were up fishing one time up in the Long Valley there, outside of Crowley Lake, which is just a little south of Mammoth. And there was an earthquake, and it happened over behind Convict Lake, and it was like the whole bowl just collapsed. It's crazy watching it.
Is that where they put all the convicts?
No, that's where they found some convicts. The story goes that they found some convicts there that were on the loose, and they hung them.
Oh, the gallows. Yeah. That's similar like what they're building outside in D.C. for the inauguration. Are those gallows?
I don't think so.
They're not gallows.
I just heard that they're going to be moving that indoors.
That's right. They're moving it indoors, so no more gallows.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing, too. I think that they'll be able to control that a little bit better.
Plus, they get
security and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm just talking security purposes. There's some crazy people out there.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. We'll catch you in the morning.
Take care, everyone. Thanks.